Welcome to Big Z Sports and Claxon Communication play-by-play action. Be sure to subscribe to Big Z Sports on YouTube, follow Big Z Sports on Facebook, on Twitter @Big_Z Sports. For the best coverage of high school sports, there's only one Big Z Sports.
Basically decide the I.V.C South for the most fun tonight, or it'll be outright for Hiland. And if you're the I.V.C commissioner, you got to love this because the gymnasium's packed. You got all the media here. This is the game of the weekend.
It certainly is, where our JV game has just officially gone final 57-40. Hiland tops Indian Valley. So we'll see if that's a precursor to what we expect in varsity action tonight. Both these teams sit 1-2 in the I.V.C South, and they are really rolling on phenomenal years this far. You know, Indian Valley wants revenge from their earlier loss in Berlin, and you know that Hiland is going to want the season sweep. Stick around, because when we come back, we're going to be checking in with both head coaches, brought to you by Keim. We'll also get to your Niedenthal and Company keys to the game and your starting lineups. Tip-off coming up in just about 15 minutes from Janayton. Hiland, Indian Valley, coming up with Big Z Sports.
Altman is here for you, in your community, because you matter. We're proud to be the area's first and only independent health system. We are one team, joined together and committed to one mission, to lead our community to improved health. And we've always been here, dedicated to providing you with the very best in care, wellness, education, insurance, and more. For your community and for your family, Altman is always here for you.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes and teams good luck this winter.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Novelis Uriksville is the world leader in aluminum recycling, and they need you. They have immediate openings for general laborers, equipment operators, and various skilled trade positions. They'll start you at $22 per hour or higher. There are advancement opportunities, and Novelis offers industry-leading benefits. To apply or find out more, go to novelis.com/careers and search Uriksville. That's novelis.com/careers and search Uriksville. Novelis is an equal opportunity employer.
This is RJ Jacobs from DAC Vitamins and Minerals. Did you know that DAC Vitamins and Minerals has more than 40 proven equine supplements that include daily multivitamins, joint, digestion, reproduction and fertility, calming, and many other specialty products? DAC also carries a complete line of livestock products called DAC Show Contender. Feed DAC Vitamins and Minerals to get the competitive edge in the show pen. We've been feeding champions since 1983.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
This is Carly Mills. At First Federal Community Bank, our mission is to empower the financial well-being of our community one person at a time. Through integrity and quality, we earn the trust of our customers and exceed their expectations. First Federal Community Bank, investing in our community since 1898. Serving your banking needs in Dover, New Philadelphia, Yorksville, Sugar Creek, Berlin, and Mount Hope. First Federal Community Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back into the Wood Electric pregame show, live from Jeanette and Hutton. It is the Indian Valley Braves who are set to play host to the Hiland Hawks. We'll go courtside with the coach, brought to you by Keim, and it's head coach Mark Schleybaugh for those Hiland Hawks. Coach, phenomenal season you guys have had so far to this point, leading your side of the I.V.C, but big-time matchup, and right side when you get to this part of the season, it's a team you guys have already matched up against, but it was a little bit close out there in Berlin.
Yeah, it was a really tough game, and Indian Valley, I think they're a lot better team than they were at the beginning of the year. I would hope we're a little bit better also. I think they're the team that's the most prepared in the league to play against, and they're really good.
Now, Coach, tell me a little bit about the season to this point. I mean, we know when it comes to Hiland and basketball, you guys expect a certain level of success. Do you feel that you guys have performed up to that level so far to this point? I mean, leading the I.V.C helps, and obviously that overall record's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've gotten better. We played a tough non-conference schedule, and we're trying to get better as the season goes on, get ready for tournament time, and this is a great game to have at the end of the year here. It'll be a tournament type atmosphere, so it'll be one that'll make us better, and hopefully we can build from it. Win or lose, it'll be a good learning experience for our guys.
Now, looking back to when you guys previously had the Braves matchup, in terms of maybe what your approach was in terms of their speed and their ability to get out in transition, what have you guys been discussing in trying to attack that?
Yeah, I think the biggest difference with Indian Valley this year as to other years is how much faster they're playing. They're phenomenal in transition. I think that's where you have to start with them. And so transition defense, I think they're a team that's really tough to keep off the boards. So that's a big focus for us. And then their defensive pressure, you can't turn the ball over. They really take advantage of your mistakes and capitalize on them.
Now, as opposed to some years past with the Hawks, you guys only have a handful of seniors. Still got a lot of young talent on this team. How much has that young talent stepped up in order to get success this season?
Yeah, I mean, we still have some young guys playing for us, and we don't really consider them young guys anymore. A couple of those guys played a lot of games last year. They're now game 20 this year or so, and so we have high expectations for them. You rely on your seniors, but anybody that we put on the floor, we have confidence in.
And finally, for you, Coach, biggest key for you guys to come into enemy territory, get a big win here, and obviously really solidify those I.V.C chances?
Yeah, I think rebounding is going to be the biggest key tonight. And I think the other thing is just handling kind of the crowd and the chaos. I know they'll have a big crowd tonight, and that'll be important because I don't care who you are. You only get so many of these big games like this, so handling the atmosphere will be really important.
Thank you so much for your time, and good luck to the Hawks.
All right, thank you.
Head coach Mark Schleybaugh for the Hiland Hawks. Stick around. We're going to be talking to head coach Tyrone Miller of Indian Valley coming up on your Wood Electric pregame show.
Is your vehicle banged up? Do you want fast, professional service to get you back on the road? This is Garrett Jacobs with AutoWorks Collision Center. We service cars, trucks, SUVs, and even semi-trucks and RVs. Whether you need auto glass replacement, paintless dent repair, assistance with warranty and insurance, or just a free estimate, AutoWorks has you covered. We even offer alignments for your heavy-duty vehicles like buses, motorhomes, and semis with our state-of-the-art Hunter alignment system. Call 330-878-4223. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Let AutoWorks of Strasburg work for you.
Live more comfortably this winter with the help of Unified Insulation Systems. Unified Insulation Systems is a full-service insulation and weatherization provider that can show you how to properly insulate your home or business. With good insulation from Unified Systems, you can prevent your gutters from freezing and get rid of your high-energy bills. Call Jeremiah Thomas today for your free quote at 330-773-7377 or visit unifiedinsulation.com. Call Unified Insulation Systems today, your most trusted name in insulation. Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the financial needs of local community members for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with the unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact the office at 330-308-8700 or visit cushfinancial.com to schedule your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independent Capital Company Incorporated, member FINRA, SIPC.
Do you hunt, fish, sew, or have a hobby that you would like to share with someone? Hi, this is Noah Sugg with Big Brothers Big Sisters, and we are faced with our biggest commitment in matching 56 littles with bigs. We will match a little with you that shares the same interests and enjoys the same things, so you can do what you enjoy and change the life of a little at the same time. To learn more, we ask you call 339-6916 or visit bigs4kids.com/volunteer. Thank you.
Welcome back in again to Jeanette Hutton and the Wood Electric pregame show. Big Z Sports set to have a massive I.V.C. Boys showdown here. The Hiland Hawks are in town. They are hosted by the Indian Valley Braves, and we'll go courtside with the coach, brought to you by Keim. It's head coach for the Indian Valley Braves and Tyrone Miller. And Coach, tell me a little bit about this matchup. I mean, I know this is something that you guys have probably been talking about for a couple weeks. Doesn't get much bigger than this when it comes to I.V.C. play.
Yeah, we've had really a tough stretch of games the last couple weeks. But we knew this was kind of at the end of that stretch, and so really we haven't been able to look ahead a whole lot just because of the tough matchups that we've had leading up to this, but we've obviously had it circled on our calendar since we played out in Berlin in January in a game where we thought we could have and maybe should have won, and we let one get away. So we just want to rebound from that. Put our best 4 quarters of basketball together tonight and hopefully come out with a win.
Now, Coach, tell me a little bit about that matchup you guys had in Berlin. I know it seems like forever ago, really, but like you said, you guys had some opportunities, maybe came up just a little bit short. So what is it you guys talked about after that game and that you remember that you want to correct for this matchup?
Yeah, we want to execute a little bit better offensively than we did out there. Tyson had a heck of a game. It was a mismatch problem for them the entire night out there, and he played really well. Just a couple plays down the stretch where some 50-50 balls, and I can think of a layup in transition that we missed in a tie game with 2 minutes to go, and then we missed the follow. Little plays like that add up in these big games. We talk to our guys all the time about we don't have to make extraordinary plays, we just have to make ordinary plays extraordinarily well. So that's what we're going to look to do tonight, just executing each possession, making sure we're doing all the little things right every single time we're up and down the floor.
Now, it's going to come as no surprise to you guys because you know Hiland very well, but the length and height that they always present and, their ability to always work well as a unit is what usually causes problems for opposing teams. What have you guys been talking about in terms of trying to deal with that? It's not uncommon that Indian Valley deals with the height disadvantage.
Yeah, and now with their big guy out tonight, it's going to be a little bit different. But they're so aggressive defensively, so handsy. So before we play them, we always put our guys through a lot of tough physical practices, work on playing with hands all over you for the entire practice. We'll play against 6, 7, or 8 defenders at a time just to kind of get used to that feeling. And so we've done some things like that in preparation for tonight. But at the end of the day, we know we got to be strong with the ball. Anytime you play Hiland, you have to rebound. If you don't rule the boards against Hiland, you're not going to have a chance to win. So we know we're going to have to rebound really well tonight. And like I said before, it's just doing the little things right every single possession.
Well, just simple as that, Coach, right?
Yeah.
Well, thank you as always for your time, and good luck to the Braves.
All right, thank you very much.
Head coach Tyrone Miller for the Indian Valley Braves. Our segments with the coach brought to you by Keim. Stick around. Starting lineups, your Niedenthal and company keys to the game, and tip-off from Jeanette. Braves versus Hawks coming right up.
The certified public accountants at Niedenthal & Company believe in the value of relationships. Niedenthal & Company has been in business for over 50 years in your community, helping individuals and businesses grow. Niedenthal & Company can help manage and prepare your payroll, plan your estate, and prepare your business and personal income taxes. Stop into the Niedenthal facility on North Worcester Avenue in Dover and become a valued client today.
Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has just what you're looking for, so your athlete has the best gear for the sports they play. Dumont's has a large apparel selection and can handle your customized screen printing as well as embroidery for your team or business. For sporting goods and for all your apparel needs, Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has everything you want to play and look your best.
Our pregame show, this is pretty much going to determine who's going to be the I.V.C. South winner for the boys, as the Braves are pretty much in a must-win situation if they want to stay alive in that situation. For Hiland, it's pretty basic, right? You win the game, and the I.V.C. is pretty much yours, Shannon.
Yeah, I mean, that's all. Just like you said, Hiland wants it. All they got to do is take care of business tonight, and it's yours. If Indian Valley wants a piece of it, you got to do the same. Last year, these two teams split, but they won the road game last year. This year, Highlands already took care of business at home, so Indian Valley's got to take care of business at home tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And, taking a look at this matchup on the outside looking in, so far Hiland 9-1 in conference play, Shannon. That lone loss that they had, I'm sure they look back at it and think to themselves, man, what could have been? We could have just been undefeated and wouldn't really even have to necessarily worry that much tonight about this conference game. You have to go all the way back to January 19th when they dropped that one to Garraway, And with Garraway picking up that victory, you think Indian Valley might have taken some pointers or some tidbits from the way that the Pirates attacked them?
Well, hopefully they did. It's how to play all four quarters, because that night Garraway played all four quarters and put together. And the one thing about Indian Valley basketball I've watched this year, they have yet to put together a complete game. It's always either two really good quarters or three really good quarters. There's always one quarter that they're off. So that's one thing they could have taken away from that game with Garraway, is put four quarters together and you'll have a shot.
We'll head down to the sideline as we'll be doing all night long, and this is brought to you by TMK Valley Propane. I guess it's, all night long's to my right. Joe Geckler is down on the baseline. And, Joe, for Indian Valley coming into this game, it's impossible to think that these kids are not feeling the nerves. They know very well what is at stake in this contest, and it's going to be quite a challenge for the Braves coaching staff to try to keep them playing loose like that's when they play their best.
Yeah, talking to the Braves players, and when we first got here around 4:30, 5 o'clock to set up, and down on the court talking to them, they all seemed pretty loose, and they know what's at stake here tonight, and they know what the challenge lies ahead of them. But I think they're very focused on that challenge, and I think they're ready to go. I know Coach Tyrone Miller, he's ready to go. Talking to him, he's locked in, and these players are following their leader, and that's Tyrone Miller, and he'll have them ready tonight. And these coaches just hoping that they can put four quarters together, because if that's what it's going to take to knock off these Hawks.
It is, but one of the biggest storylines, I guess, so to speak, heading into tonight's tip-off, Hiland is going to be without one of their senior leaders in Alex Yoder, who is out for right now, knee injury to our understanding. That's going to be a big-time loss on the defensive and offensive sides for the Hawks.
Yeah, it's a huge loss. He is actually done for the year, so he's not going to be able to get back even for the tournament run. I was talking to him as well in the hallway earlier in the game, or earlier in the night, and he said that he will have to have surgery next week. So his season and career here at Hiland, because he is a senior, like you mentioned, his career here at Hiland is over. But that's a tough loss. The big guy underneath does great things for them in the paint and controlling the boards and stuff for the Hawks. So they're going to have some guys got to step up and make up for that void in the middle for the Hawks tonight, and we'll see who that is.
Absolutely. And looking back through the last few games, for Hiland, there's been moments, Shannon, where they've kind of shown a little bit of vulnerability. They beat Sandy Valley, but it took everything they had. They picked up the 4-point win. Then they turned around and had a big-time win, a blowout win over Tusky Valley. Then it was overtime against Lindsley, and they picked up a sizable victory over Ridgewood. So kind of hot and cold over the last couple of weeks has this Hiland team been. But you cannot expect anything less than their best tonight. We know exactly what a Mark Schleybaugh coach team can do.
Yeah, and when you're playing in the I.V.C. like at any given night, anybody could win. Like I said, in that game at Sandy Valley was also an overtime, win for Hiland. And I was curious to see how Tusky Valley would play them, because we know how scrappy they are. And then they just come in and flipped the script on Tusky Valley, and they got away. And then we've seen Lindsley play this year, and that's a very good team with Lindsley, and they beat them in overtime. So it's just Hiland's been on one of those hit and miss seasons. but somehow they tend to find a way to win the big games.
We call it a hit-and-miss season, and we've seen just how dominant. And the fact that they're still leading the I.V.C. South just tells you kind of the level that this program expects to play at. On the other side, Indian Valley playing host tonight. They enter at 15-3 overall. They are 8-2 in conference play. Their lone losses on the season, Shannon, in the I.V.C., one of them came against these Hawks in Berlin. What was the other one? I know you remember it.
Yeah, the other one they lost was against Sandy Valley.
In kind of a surprising game, honestly, that Indian Valley, I think, felt that they were going to be able to pick up the victory. So, for the Braves, it might be one of those things where they're sitting here dwelling, thinking, man, what could have been? We had the opportunity. This game could mean a whole lot different complexity. Now the pressure is on us. How do you think they'll respond?
Yeah, and like you said, that's one of those things where the coach has got to get that out of their head. There's no reason to sit here now and dwell on what could have been. Go out and make it happen. You got to come out with the right mindset tonight. You got to be able to take the defensive pressure that Hiland's going to bring, because they're going to be in your face all night long. They're going to try to make you dribble side to side to make you turn it over. When they're bringing that kind of pressure, go to the hoop and try to pick up a foul. In my opinion, that's what Indian Valley's got to do tonight.
Yeah, and we know with the Braves, we're going to spoil a little bit of the starting lineups. If you've listened to any Braves games or watched any throughout this season, you already know that they're going to be starting that same solid starting five that they have had all season long. Probably the best cohesiveness, that route going with Coach Miller, but it's unusual to realize how many veteran presences are out there for the Braves, and likely your most dangerous weapon is the freshman on the court.
Yeah, the freshman's by far the leading scorer, and at times he has been the vocal leader on the court. He plays with such energy. But tonight, I think your seniors are going to have to step up tonight, and they're going to have to take control of this game. These young kids need you to show them the way to do it tonight. You've played against this Hiland team for 4 years now. You know what they're going to do. Just go out there and do what you got to do.
It's simple as that, really. Go out, get the job done. And for both these sides, it's basically play perfect basketball, and we can win. Let's see how that one's going to work out, though. It rarely ever goes perfect, does this game that we love so much. Stick around. We're wrapping up your Wood Electric pregame show. Going to take a timeout to honor America. And when we return, it will be your Niedenthal and Company keys to the game. And we'll get your starting lineups before the night's tip-off. Big Z Sports, Claxon Communications, all of our wonderful sponsors will be returning to Jeanette and Hutton here shortly. Braves versus Hawks. It's coming up.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
The Tuscarawas County dairy farmers want you to know that low-fat chocolate milk is a great choice for student athletes and hard workers. It provides the nutrition needed after practices, games, or a hard day at work, and it tastes great. Low-fat chocolate milk is packed with carbohydrates for energy, proteins to repair muscles, fluids to rehydrate, plus vitamins and minerals to help build strong bones and bodies. It's the official beverage of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Tuscarawas County Dairy Farmers. Farms, family, food.
This is Carly Mills. At First Federal Community Bank, our mission is to empower the financial well-being of our community one person at a time. Through integrity and quality, we earn the trust of our customers and exceed their expectations. First Federal Community Bank, investing in our community since 1898. Serving your banking needs in Dover, New Philadelphia, Yurksville, Sugar Creek, Berlin, and Mount Hope. First Federal Community Bank, member FDIC.
Finding your perfect vehicle can be frustrating. The selection process, working out a deal, the pushy salespeople. Well, Shawn Ford of Waynesburg takes away all of those frustrations by offering transparent pricing, a large new and pre-owned inventory, and salespeople that you'll consider a friend by the time your sale is complete. Shawn Ford of Waynesburg is proud to have won the Ford President's Award 3 consecutive years based solely on that customer satisfaction. And you can see the difference at 300 West Lisbon Street in Waynesburg or at ShawnofWaynesburg.com, where community and customers always come first.
Versus Hiland. It is time for our Niedenthal and Company keys to the game. Shannon Thomas, I think it is simple as this. For Indian Valley, It's going to have to be crash those boards, get the rebounds, and get your offense rolling and get out in transition. For the Hiland Hawks, I think it's going to be basically this. You already know you're going to be losing out on Alex Yoder, your big rebounding presence that is normally there. You are going to have to be on top of things and try to limit that transition offense out of the Indian Valley Braves. A lot easier said than done. We'll now move on to our starting lineups. I'll get the visiting Hiland Hawks, a senior, number 25. It is Connor Beachy. Then it's the senior, number 11, Sammy Detweiler. Sophomore, number 15, Alex Miller in the starting lineup. Then it's junior, number 24, Nick Wigton. Finally rounding it out, junior, number 13, Sam Wengard.
And for your Indian Valley Braves, number 2, senior Sam Carter. Number 4, junior Landon McPeak. Number 5, senior Tanya McComb. Number 10, senior Tyson Pryor. And number 22, the freshman Riker Williams.
Thank you for that, Shannon. And that will wrap up our Wood Electric pregame show. We are ready for tip-off from Janaton Hutton. Braves versus Hawks. Indian Valley will be wearing the all-white uniforms trimmed in red and blue with the blue lettering and red numerals. Hiland, all black, trimmed in white and red numerals trimmed in white. I.V.C. South title all but on the line here tonight. Tyson Pryor is going to take the tip for Indian Valley, and it is going to be Nick Wigton for Hiland. We are underway, and it is Braves ball to start as Landon McPeak will bring it up for Indian Valley. McPeak gets a screen from Williams, and he'll work right. Gets some space in the right corner. Tries to go to Tyson Pryor. It's tipped away, and it is saved there by Alex Miller, who's the one who poked it away. McPeak thought he had the room, but he stepped on the sideline out of bounds, a turnover, and that's a big first play for Miller.
Yeah, and like I said in the pregame, Hiland plays that in your face defense, so you better get control of the ball real quick or you're going to have a lot of turnovers.
It is Miller who will bring it up the court. He'll hand it off to Wigton. Now goes into the left corner to the Hawks. Back up to the top of the key. It's Wengard, and he will hand it off to Detweiler. Now left corner, three-point shot is buried, and that one was Alex Miller who hit it in from deep.
Yeah, he was a couple feet behind the three-point line, and he drilled it. And Indian Valley can't get wrapped up in playing three-point ball with these guys because they shoot a lot of threes.
So now it's Tyson Pryor left side. He'll hand it off to Williams at the top. Goes to his left. Stops at the free throw line. Nearly lost it. Goes to Tanya McComb. Wide open cutting lane. And Indian Valley's now on the board.
Yeah, nice job by McComb right there. He got the handoff, just went right down the paint. Little kind of reverse layup on the left side.
And there's a steal from Landon McPeak all over Alex Miller on the inbound, and he'll cash it in. Huge play for Landon McPeak, who was doing that constant pressure on Miller, and it paid off there. Now more pressure out of the Braves.
Yeah, nice job by McPeak. Like you said, he returned the favor on the ball that was stolen from him earlier.
There goes a pass off to the right corner, now underneath, and finishing just short is Miller. Rebounded by Tyson Pryor. Now left corner, Riker Williams drives, left block, and it is blocked. Detweiler rejects it. Rebound goes into the hands of Beachy. He'll hand it off. Three-point shot is on the way, just a little bit short. Tyson Pryor, another rebound. He'll bring it up. Hands it off to Sam Carter. Carter stops and gives it off to McPeak, and we'll slow things down a little bit.
Indian Valley going to have to make sure when they're passing the ball that they're nice hard passes.
Pryor
can't just float it across there.
Ran out of room, goes into the paint. McComb outside to a wide open McPeak for three, and Indian Valley opens up a 7-3 lead.
Nice look by Landon McPeak right there. He didn't hesitate. He pulled the trigger, knocked the three down.
Once again, McPeak is all over Miller. Miller trying to get space. He will hand it off. Going to be a drive for Hiland in the paint. Up, and it's going to fall. And an and-one opportunities upcoming. Sammy Detweiler finishes in the lane. As we'll jump down now to the sideline, brought to you by TMK Valley Propane. Joe Keckler. Detweiler came flying in there. A lot of contact underneath.
Yeah, contact with the body. Riker Williams, I believe that's who the foul was on. They called it on Riker, but they say he got him with a little bit of the body there on the shot, so he didn't agree with it. Indian Valley fans didn't agree with it. The Hiland fans love it as Detweiler tries to make the unconventional three-point play.
Detweiler's free throw is in and good. That's a new one, Shannon, in and good, as his first trip to the First Federal Community Bank free throw line makes it a one-point game. Now McPeak gets it across the timeline. He loses his dribble, has to pick it up as Miller was all over him. He'll go to Tanya McComb, who nearly lost his footing. He'll go into Williams, low pass, baseline. He'll go to Tyson Pryor, lost it, but McPeak recovers it. McPeak in the right corner, works it out to Carter, kicks left side. Williams goes to work, tries to spin, loses his footing, throws it back to Carter. Very heads-up play, as I think he got his feet tangled up there. McComb drives baseline, runs out of room, goes out. Carter thought about a three. Instead, he'll go to Riker Williams, who will cut, hop, step in the lane, up and good, and an and-one opportunity coming again.
Nice job right there by Riker Williams to go to the paint. He never changed his mind when he seen three guys crash into him. He went up, he got the call and the bucket.
It's one of the positives of having a football body on a basketball court, Shannon.
And he has control of his body and makes it look a lot easier, and he just found that square. Use the square, kids. It's there to help you.
Carter will sit, and Noah Sundarup is in, who was recognized before the game as he is set to return to his native Denmark following the school year, the foreign exchange student. Really cool of them to do that, as the free throw was up and good for Williams.
Yeah, Noah's been a nice surprise on the basketball court for the Braves this year. He plays a lot of minutes.
Well, it's that European basketball, Shannon. It'll toughen you up real quick. There's a drive. Detweiler thought about three. Instead, he'll find an open teammate for three. Beachy left it short. It rolled all around the rim. Tyson Pryor grabs the rebound. Tie up, and it's going to be Hiland ball. Very, very heads-up play there for the Hawks in Logan Hirschberger, who stepped onto the court for the first time.
Yeah, when you bring that rebound down, you better be ready to start moving. Tyson kind of hesitated. He was able to get his hands on it clean and then tied him up.
So Hirschberger in, and I apologize if we're a little slow on the numbering updates. We actually don't have the scoreboard on here with the numbers. There's going to be a drive left side. Beachy, he's double teamed, goes off to the corner. Detweiler drives, step back, three-point shot in front of McComb, and it's good. Sammy Detweiler got the space, and he has got 6 points, and we're going to have another tie-up here on the end. It will be Indian Valley ball on that inbound there. It was Sundarup to McPeak. Hiland crashed quickly.
Yeah, this is one of these games right now. There's a lot of reaching going in, a lot of body checking as you're bringing the ball up the court. Curious what happens as the game goes on late, if the officials continue to let it play or if they try to take control of it, because it might get a little chippy in the second half.
Wigton sits. C.J. Yoder in for Hiland now. McPeak brings it up, and he is locked up quickly by Hirschberger. Gets some space, gets a screen from Pryor, now goes to Pryor. He wants an entry pass to Sundarup. It's tipped away. Williams is there to recover it. He'll drop it off. Sundarup goes to the right. Wanted a backdoor cutting Pryor, nothing there. So they'll start again with McComb at the top. Give it off to Pryor, who came flashed from the right corner, goes to the top. He lost his dribble, goes to the corner. Sundarup looks at the rim, thought about a three. He'll try to go up and under. Difficult angle shot. Battle for the rebound. McComb grabs it somehow. Tanyan McComb has it, goes to Riker Williams, into Tyson Pryor. He gets it to fall. Well, it wasn't pretty, Shannon, but it worked.
Yeah, there's a lot of contact down there. Bodies just getting thrown around, and the officials are like, we're not going to call it, boys. Do what you got to do.
Beaten and banging all night long, 12-9. Indian Valley leads Hiland. There's an entry pass, tipped away. Indian Valley gets the steal. Here comes Williams in transition. Tries to go baseline to McComb, who can't save it. As he had an open lane, and McPeak in the corner tried to go low, but just threw it out of reach.
Yeah, McComb was running stride for stride with him, and as he went towards the paint, McComb kind of pulled up, thought he was going to keep going. Riker thought he was going to keep coming with him. The pass was there, just Tanyan pulled up a little early.
Some more substitutions as Williams will sit. Jackson Murphy is in. Sam Carter's back in. McPeak will sit. Down to the sideline with Joe Geckler, brought to you by TMK Valley Propane. Joe, everyone needs to take a quick breath in here. It is already intense.
Yeah, the energy is ramped up here, and they've dialed it up a notch defensively and on the offensive side. Both teams have. It's going to be a good one in the next 3.5 quarters.
Ball's in the right corner. Drive for Hiland. Kicks out. Left corner. Three-point shot from Yoder's. In and out. No good. Tyson Pryor with another board. That's his fourth already. Pryor gives it off. A cutting Sundarup. Kicks it back. Pryor steps into a three-point shot. Left it way short. Rebound for Murphy. Right place, right time for Jackson Murphy. Now the ball left side. Carter spins to his right. Gives it off to McComb. Now Sundarup, hands off. McComb's going to go right corner. He's going to drive baseline. Lost the handle. Good defense from Yoder. Sundarup drives with the left. Runs out of room. Goes to Carter. Indian Valley, no real cutting lanes. Carter has it tipped away. It's another steal. Alex Miller gets his second. Works it down the court. Finish in the lane for Connor Beachy. And we're back to a one-point game.
Yeah, nice look up the court. Nice clean pass. Got it out in front of him. He was able to just take it with the dribble and keep on going. You're going to turn the ball over like that, you better be quick on transition defense.
Carter with the left goes off to the top to Pryor. He wanted to go to Sundarup. There was nothing there. Ball makes its way back to Carter. Now Murphy, he's going to drive baseline, ran out of room, goes Pryor, back out. Sunder up, drop steps, and he lost his dribble. He'll go off to Pryor again. There was just no room right now against this Hiland defense. Cross baseline pass, in and out as Tanyan McComb had a three-point shot, wide open, but couldn't get it to fall.
Yeah, it rattled all around the rim, came right back out.
Rebound went to Miller. Hiland on offense. Detweiler goes to the right corner. It's a drive. Beachy. He'll stop. Spin on Murphy. Off the glass and good. A beautiful move for Connor Beachy. He's got his second bucket. That'll give Hiland a 13-12 lead.
Yeah, nice control in the lane when he went in there.
Sunderup has it in front of the Hiland bench. Goes Carter at the top. McComb and Pryor switch out in the paint. Now Sunderup drops in. Murphy has the ball as he got it. He'll drive. Lost the handle. Poked away again. McComb is somehow going to get in front of Detweiler to get it. Just quick reaction there. Detweiler would have had an open lane to the rim if he was able to secure that steal. Top of the key, it's Pryor again. Indian Valley slowing things down. Minute 10 shown in the first. Carter's going to drive a floater in the lane. It was long, but it somehow got the friendly roll at home.
Yeah, Carter went to the lane. He thought they was going to pick him up, so he was shocked and kind of threw it up a little harder than he wanted to, and it bounced all around the rim before it finally fell down in.
It is Yoder. Hands off. Detweiler. Leading scorer for the Hawks. Hearing it from the Indian Valley faithful. He'll step up to the free throw line. Gets Tanyan McComb to leave his feet. And Sammy Detweiler showing why he is such a lethal player on this Hawks team.
Yeah, just a nice little pump fake right there. Got the defender to go up. That's why I always yell pump fake to my daughter when she's playing.
30 seconds showing here in the first. Hiland leads by 1. What a ball game we've got going on from Janayton. Murphy drives left. Lot of contact between him and Miller. Miller not backing down at all. Sunderup has it now. Drops off Carter, sets a screen for him. They try to get that pick and roll working, but Hiland just too quick on defense. Now Tanyan McComb's going to drive on Detweiler, and it's blocked again. And the ball careens to Carter, goes deep. Pryor, he goes up, has it stripped. Sam Wengard. What a play to end the first quarter. 15-14. Hiland leads Indian Valley. Stick around. We'll return for quarter number 2 after this Cush Financial Group timeout.
Jeff Wallach, LLC, is a family-owned and operated company proudly serving greater Northeast Ohio and surrounding communities for over 25 years. We specialize in vinyl siding, replacement windows and doors, gutters, downspouts, and much more. We provide quality service regardless of the size or scope of the project. Our crews are reliable, respectful, and mindful of a safe work environment. Jeff Wallach, LLC is certified by the Better Business Bureau. Call today and discover how we can assist you in making your vision a reality.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Kime, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Kime Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Kime, built on trust since 1911.
Welcome back into the PAC Drilling Mobile Studio. What a game we got going on right now as Hiland leads Indian Valley 15-14. A thank you to all of our sponsors, WM Commercial Roofing, Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, Omen Hospital, and Novellus for bringing you this high school basketball coverage. Whether you're tuned in at 99.9 or watching on our YouTube channel, thanks for choosing us. Here comes Miller across the timeline. He'll start on offense for the Hawks. He's got McPeak on him. He'll go left corner. That ball went into the hands of Hirschberger. He'll try to work it low. Riker Williams getting back down on defense. Beachy, tough angle shot. I'd say take that back. It was Nick Wigton who's back into the game. He went up right over top of Williams on the fader.
Yeah, this is going to be one of these games right here. Which coach can get the amount of substitutions in? Because the way that first quarter went, this is going to be a fast-paced game, and somebody's legs are going to get tired.
Williams drives, goes Murphy. Three-point shot is open, and Jackson Murphy off the bench ties the game up.
Jackson Murphy's one of those kids, when he gets on a roll with three-pointers, he can knock a lot of them down.
Miller drives, hands off. Beachy at the top. Now the right corner. Wigton with the shove on Riker Williams, and they're going to get the charge. As that happened right in front of the Indian Valley student section, they weren't going to let that one go.
Now, he extended his elbow and arm pretty good on that one right there. He went flying across the court.
So more substitutions all over the court as sitting. It was Zeke Bodeker who was on the court there momentarily. He'll sit, as will Alex Miller. Detweiler's back out there. Didn't see who the other substitution was. I believe it is Sam Wengert who's on the court. Here comes McPeak. He is picked up, and we'll drop it off to Carter. Carter goes deep to Pryor. Jump ball, spin around, off the glass and good. That was almost too easy for Indian Valley.
Yeah, it's a nice job right there by the quarterback from the football team to lay it up over top to Tyson Pryor. Laid it right in.
We've seen how high Tyson can jump. I'm going to take him on the jump ball every single time. Right side, Wigton. Now he'll go left. Ball's worked in front of the Indian Valley bench. As it is Detweiler. Pull up. Mid-range jumper too long. Tyson Pryor somehow tips the ball to Riker Williams, and we're going to get a foul about 78 feet from the rim, Shannon, and that'll drive any coach nuts.
Yeah, they're going to get Logan Hirschberger on that one. As Riker Williams went to grab the ball, he come in there and grabbed the hold of his hands.
As Joe working on a little social media down there. We're going to check in with him shortly. Brought to you by TMK Valley Propane. 6.5 showing before halftime. Indian Valley has the 19-17 lead. I.V.C. South implications in this one. Braves need it. Hawks can pretty much secure it with a victory. Drive for McPeak, and he got hacked. They're going to say Hirschberger got him across the wrist.
Yeah, Hirschberger going to pick up 2 fouls in about 30 seconds.
So he will sit. I think he was going to be sitting anyway as Alex Miller's coming back into the game.
It's one of those ones where Hirschberger's been putting his hands on Logan McPeak's hips a lot as he's dribbling the ball, and he's just kind of got aggressive lately, and he's going to get called for it now, so he's going to have to back down his defense just a little bit.
Williams one-on-one with Detweiler, picks up his dribble, gives off to Sam Carter, cuts baseline, kicks out. Williams pump fakes a 3, scoop shot in the lane is good, and Riker Williams now has his second bucket. He's got 5 points.
Yeah, I don't know how he got that one to fall the way he went up there. I thought he was going to hit the bottom of the rim with the ball.
Miller makes it past McPeak. He'll drop it off. Now a corner opportunity for a 3 instead of driving in for Hiland is Miller. He'll go back out. Another drive for the Hawks and Yoder. He'll go back out again, and Miller resets in the left corner. He'll give it off. Wigton, deep three-point shot left, short, rolls around the rim, no good. 5th rebound for Tyson Pryor already.
Tyson Pryor doing a nice job cleaning the glass today.
McPeak drives, stops, and goes back out. He'll get a screen, pseudo-screen from Carter, who now gets the ball in front of the Hiland bench. Pryor screens him, nearly had an open backdoor cut, but there was somebody in the lane. McPeak spins, gives to Williams. He'll drive, scoop shot again in the lane, and Riker Williams is finding it early.
Yeah, nice job right there, the way they spread the offense out. Riker Williams kind of come around on a roll play, picked the ball up, going right down the lane.
So now here comes Hiland. Miller has the ball. He'll drive across the timeline with McPeak still all over him. Beachy goes to the right corner. Detweiler drives, drops out. Miller, he'll pass. Wigton's going to drive at the right into Riker Williams. No call. Shot is up and good as Nick Wigton got the open space. Williams tried to take the charge, but they were not calling it.
Yeah, there's a little bit more flop there. There was kind of a push off, but he went with the flop, and the official said, nope, not this time.
Williams drives baseline, spins around, tough angle shot, just throws it up. It was just a little bit long. Miller grabs his second rebound and brings it up for the Hawks. They trail by 4.
Problem is the rest of your teammates got to get in there and rebound. He threw the shot up, and everybody cleared out.
Miller drives with the right hand with McPeak, gets the space again, and he'll finish right over top of Landon McPeak. Alex Miller with his second bucket. Now a drive, McComb up and under, and it's good. Tanyan McComb, beautiful spinning shot in the lane.
Yeah, Tanyan McComb does a nice job on those reverse layups.
Now we saw what he could do with a football, high pointing that as a cornerback. I think he might have used some of those skills there. Detweiler across the timeline, 3:40 showing before halftime. It's still a 4-point Indian Valley lead. Now on the left side, it is Miller. He'll give it off. Detweiler open lane on the left. He couldn't finish as Tanyan McComb and Tyson Pryor collapse late. McPeak the rebound. Goes down. Riker Williams goes up, and he's going to be fouled. Is going to stand to the First Federal Community Bank free throw line. As now we'll go down to the sideline with Joe Geckler. And Joe, down here underneath, you know, Indian Valley's trying to take those charges, but I think a lot of it's they're selling just a little bit too hard.
I don't know. From my vantage point down here, guys, both of those plays happened right in front of me. I thought the arm was extended a little too far for the offensive player. I think it could have went as a charge. No call is I guess, okay, too, but I thought the arm was extended a little bit too much both times. And just on the play just a second ago, Tyson Pryor actually got a piece of that ball, so that would have been a block for Pryor here on the defensive end.
See, that's why we love coming down to you. You got the eyes down there that we don't have all the way up here. Thank you for that, Joe, on that insight, as Williams' first free throw was in and out. His next one is on the way. He left it short, but it rolled in. He's 2 for 3 from the charity stripe. It's now a 5-point lead for Indian Valley. Hiland here, Shannon, you know they are not going away anytime soon. This pace right now for both these teams, wow.
Yeah, and you're Indian Valley, you got to keep playing that in-your-face defense, because if you let Hiland float around that three-point line, they'll make you pay real quick.
Landon McPeak almost secured another steal, but it somehow goes into the hands of Yoder. Detweiler's going to have it. Cross-court pass into the corner. Wigton drives on Sunderup. Up and under shot is good, and Nick Wigton somehow got the space, as it was a big-time play for Hiland to secure that. Landon McPeak would have had his second steal.
Yeah, well, Coach Miller wanted to travel right there because the player had the ball and rolled from his hip over to his bottom, so he actually moved, and he wanted to travel on that.
Alex Miller tips it away from McPeak, so it will stay Indian Valley ball. 2:53 showing before halftime, 26-23. And that was Sam Wengard who got that ball, Shannon, there, and they're probably good. I'm assuming that the thought process there was he hadn't yet maintained or established possession. Sunderup, corner, three-point shot was off the mark. Rebound goes into the hands of Wengard. He'll bring it up. Actually, it was Miller there. He'll drop it off. Nick Wigton's wide open for three, left that way short. Tyson Pryor finally grabs the rebound, as there was some tense moments, Shannon. He nearly dropped it.
Yeah, went off the front of the rim and went straight down and landed in between his legs, and he had to corral it before it went out the backside.
McPeak gets a double screen from Pryor and Sunderup. He'll go instead to the corner to Murphy, who's checked back in. He'll go back out. Now it's Sunderup. Goes in, crossover. In the lane, too strong up, but they're going to say Wigton got him on the arm. A foul, and it's going to send the Indian Valley Braves to the First Federal Community Bank free throw line again there. And you saw Wigton turn around and look, and he kind of just shook his head like, yeah, I got him on that one.
Yeah, that's his second foul now. I mean, if you're Indian Valley, you keep driving the paint, you're starting to get them to foul you, and that's one way you can help your cause.
First one from Sunderup is no good. Both of these teams have some bench players, but they don't really go super deep on the bench either way, Shannon.
No, and like I said, Tyrone Miller, he just brought in
Luke Wells for the first time. I say not super deep, but he brings in a new player here 2 minutes to go before half. Sunderup's next one's long, off back iron, and it was Wells tried to knock it away. He couldn't quite do it. So it will be Hiland ball. C.J. Yoder grabbed that rebound. He's back into the game. Miller calling out the offense now. He's picked up by Carter. Goes in. Now it's Yoder. Drops off to Miller on the right side. Miller drives with the left. Nice entry pass underneath to Yoder, who couldn't finish. Wells grabbed the board, but it was knocked away. Yoder passes off, and Detweiler tries to finish, but he got bumped. He couldn't get it to fall, but he's going to step to the First Federal Community Bank free throw line. That was Wells' rebound, but there were two Hawks who just knocked it straight away from him, Shannon.
Yeah, he didn't grab it firmly. When you go up for rebound against a team like this, you better get both hands on. You better grip it hard.
You got to yank it down straight into your body and protect it at all costs. Detweiler is perfect on his first one. Detweiler so far in this game, he's got 9 points, 2 blocks as well. Next one, up and good again. Detweiler continues to roll here in this first half. His team, though, trails by 1. Indian Valley going to still keep trying to force the issue. Minute 30 showing before halftime. Sam Carter has his pocket picked as Alex Miller just takes it right away from him. That's his third steal. Miller driving with the left. Keeps driving. Corner pass. 3-point shot is on the way. Off front iron, no good. And 2 Hiland Hawks combine. But somehow it's Sam Wengard who comes up with it. And he'll score in the lane and give Hiland the lead. It was C.J. Yoder and Sam Wengard who collided. Murphy, left side, has to give it out to Carter. Minute left showing here before the half. Wells has it in the corner. Gets a screen from McComb. Wells tries to get space. Poked away from Carter. It's Alex Miller again, up in the right side of the lane as it's blocked by Carter, but a lot of contact. Miller lost his footing and crashes hard on the baseline. He'll jump right back up. He's going back to the free throw line.
Yeah, it's one of those ones you say if you're going to foul them, make sure they're not going to make the bucket, and Sam Carter didn't give him a chance to take the ball up with him.
4 steals for Alex Miller already, Shannon.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You got to take care of the ball right now. You're causing your own problems.
Free throw is up and good for him. Increases the lead now to 2. So more substitutions. Murphy will sit. Didn't see who else. I think Wells came out of the game. It's Pryor and McPeak back in for the Braves. So on the court, it's Detweiler, Miller, Wengard, Yoder, and Wengard, which I believe I already said. Here comes Indian Valley across the timeline. It's a 3-point ball game as the next one was good on the charity stripe. Tanya McComb, tough angle shot, can't get it to fall. Sunderup grabs the offensive board, plucked away again. It is C.J. Yoder who has it, drops it off left side. Shot was no good there for Wengard. Tyson Pryor with another rebound. Carter drops off to McPeak. 20 seconds showing here before the halftime break. Braves likely holding for last shot. Right side to McComb. Right in front of Coach Mark Schleybaugh of the Hawks. It's McPeak again at the top. He's guarded by Miller. Gets a screen from Sunderup. Lost the handle. Sunderup tips it right back to him. Tries to find the lane. 4 seconds showing. McComb has it swatted. He'll go out. Carter. Desperation heave is off back iron and no good. And Hiland will hold the 29-26 lead here at the halftime break, as we will see if Joe Geckler has a chance here to catch up with head coach Mark Schleybaugh after this first half of action. His Hawks have the 3-point lead at the break. Between them and the Braves, this has been a slugfest back and forth, as both the teams shooting rather well, rather efficient for the most part from both the charity stripe and from the floor. The rebounding battle, too, though, heavily in the hands of Indian Valley, as we're going to see as Joe, if he is able to get Coach Schleybaugh here as he's down there.
Coach, back and forth first half, very fast-paced. What's going to be the message to the guys here at the break?
Got to be a little bit more solid with our closeouts. Too many blow-by drives for them. Too many points for the paint for them, in the paint for them.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
All right, thanks.
Guys.
Thank you for that, Joe. As Coach Schleybaugh, all business as usual. His Hawks lead 29-26. When we return, we will get into our DAC Vitamins and Minerals halftime report. High school basketball lives right here with Big Z Sports.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. For the past 30 years, the residents in and around Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff at McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all those communities, there's nothing better than high school basketball. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season, and make the call to McInturf Realty at 330-364-SOLD or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
Reduce your energy costs and get rebates up to $400? Thad here for TMK Valley Propane. The Ohio Propane Council offers Ohio residents rebates for installing new propane water heaters and furnaces. Heck, even licensed installers can receive incentives for installation. Visit OhioPropaneRebates.com. This public service announcement is brought to you by your friends at TMK Valley Propane.
All the way with TMK, service with a personal touch.
Altman is here for you, in your community, because you matter. We're proud to be the area's first and only independent health system. We are one team, joined together and committed to one mission, to lead our community to improved health. And we've always been here, dedicated to providing you with the very best in care, wellness, education, insurance, and more. For your community and for your family, Altman is always here for you.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes and teams good luck this winter.
Would Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Novelis Urixville is the world leader in aluminum recycling, and they need you. They have immediate openings for general laborers, equipment operators, and various skilled trade positions. They'll start you at $22 per hour or higher. There are advancement opportunities, and Novelis offers industry-leading benefits. To apply or find out more, go to novelis.com/careers and search Urixville. That's novelis.com/careers and search Urixville. Novelis is an equal opportunity employer.
Welcome into your DAC Vitamins and Minerals halftime report. The Hiland Hawks lead 29-26 on what has been pretty much everything we promised it to be, Shannon. This has been a gritty, tough fight that we expected out of the I.V.C. South.
Hey, you couldn't ask for anything more on a Friday night. Both teams have showed up. It's kind of coming down to some turnovers by the Braves. And you got to clean that up if you want to stay in this game, because Hiland will make you pay for it. So outstanding game right now by both of these. It'll be interesting to see what both coaches make adjustments here at halftime.
So taking a quick look here at the leading scorers for the Hawks, who are out front by 3. It is Sammy Detweiler, their leading scorer, and the senior, one of the seniors on this team. 10 points for him. He's also got a pair of blocks and an assist. You also have 7 points by way of Alex Miller, who has 4 steals in that first half, 2 rebounds and an assist. 6 points by way of Nick Wigton, 4 points from Connor Beachy, who's also pulled down a board, and Sam Wengard has 2 with a rebound and a steal. Overall, though, Shannon, I got the Hawks down for 5 rebounds. That doesn't even bypass the leading rebounder for Indian Valley, 7 for Tyson Pryor. He's taking advantage of Alex Yoder not being in there.
Yeah, and most of Tyson Pryor's rebounds have came on the defensive end, and that's what you want. Somebody's got to clean the glass on the defensive end. You don't want to give Hiland a chance to get their own rebounds, which they kind of did there towards the end of the second quarter.
Well, credit where credit is due, as the Hawks have by far and away won the turnover battle. They've had 5 steals, and they've also forced a whole host of Braves turnovers. Leading scorer for Indian Valley, it's the freshman Riker Williams, who has 3 makes from the floor and 2 makes from the charity stripe. He's got 8, 5 points for Landon McPeak, and 4 points for both Tanya McComb and Tyson Pryor. 2 points each for Jackson Murphy and Sam Carter. 3 assists also for Williams. He's kind of been a little bit of a primary ball handler at moments here. Actually, not even the ball handler, Shannon. He's been the one who's just finding the open man. It's been, both Carter and a host of other players who have been the main ball handlers, including McPeak, but it's Williams who's finding the passing lanes.
Yeah, and it's one of those things this year. They have a lot of different players that can handle the ball. It just comes down to making nice, crisp, clean passes. A couple of those passes got lazy, and Alex Miller made them pay for them, so they got to clean that up a little bit.
Well, we knew that was going to be the Hawks' MO, is jumping those passing lanes, and like Coach Miller said in the pregame period, that they were going to have to expect to, deal with the hand checking all throughout. And, Hiland, this is their bread and butter, the way that they are able to make you feel uncomfortable whenever it comes to how they approach it on defense. It is just a phenomenal job that they are able to do.
Yeah, they do a real good job of getting in your face on defense, and they apply just enough pressure to keep the referees from calling the foul. The only fouls that they've really been called for were going in the paint where they actually hack somebody. But other than that in-your-face defense coming up the court has been phenomenal for the Hawks.
Well, I don't know what the age group that's out there shooting right now, Shannon. It's a lot of the younger kids putting them up from deep. Pretty good shooting for these young Braves.
Yeah, like there, another kid just drills one. I think that's a Shivers kid right there. But, you know, these kids, they pay $1 to shoot, and if they win, they get their $1 back plus another $1. So.
Well, you know, they're running straight for the concession stand right after that if they're able to bury it. Boy, I think we've got like 4 in a row. That's impressive. As it looks like Hiland is back out there on the court, as you can see. Indian Valley's also coming back out. We'll see if Joe Geckler can quickly get head coach Tyrone Miller to hear his breakdown of that first half and what he is expecting moving forward, and maybe what they discussed, of course, moving ahead into the final 2 frames of basketball here from Jeanetton Hutton. 29-26, Hiland leads Indian Valley, and Joe has Coach Miller.
Coach, only down 3 here at the half. Very fast-paced first half. Great speed, great tempo. What was the message to the guys?
Just got to be strong with the ball on both ends of the floor, first and foremost. Kind of a bad stretch with turnovers there to end the second quarter. So, wanted to make sure we take care of the ball. Going to look to throw the ball inside a little bit here to start the quarter. Play a little inside out, use our strength and use our size to advantage a little bit here.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
Guys.
Thank you for that, Joe. As we wrap up the DAC Vitamins and Minerals halftime report, final 2 frames from Jeanetton Hutton and the PAC Drilling Mobile Studio are on the way. Let's see who's going to pick up this huge I.V.C. win. Hiland leads Indian Valley. We're back after this.
This is RJ Jacobs from DAC Vitamins and Minerals. Did you know that DAC Vitamins and Minerals has more than 40 proven equine supplements that include daily multivitamins, joint, digestion, reproduction and fertility, calming, and many other specialty products? DAC also carries a complete line of livestock products called DAC Show Contender. Feed DAC Vitamins and Minerals to get the competitive edge in the show pen. We've been feeding champions since 1983.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Back into Jeanetton Hutton and the PAC Drilling Mobile Studio. Second half of basketball action out of the I.V.C. South is on the way. Hawks lead the Braves 29-26, and thanks for tuning in with us here from the PAC Drilling Mobile Studio. Nick Shannon and Joe keeping you updated along the way. Of course, we have to give a huge shout out to all of our presenting sponsors. Again, as always, they are providing all this coverage as they have all year long. Could not do it without all of them, as it has been such a fun contest to start things off, as it will be Braves ball. McPeak works it up across the timeline. It's Williams on the left side in front of his bench. Wanted an entry pass to Pryor. It's just not there. Now they're going to get it as McComb had it. Pryor was locked up underneath with, I believe it was Sam Wengert, and a foul's going to get called. I think they're going to say that Wengert might have hooked him.
Yeah, Wenger kind of tried to reach around him and grab him from behind, but actually got a hold of he had one hand on his wrist and the other one on his hand.
Still stays Braves ball. McComb inbounds to McPeak in the corner. He'll drop it down low. McComb goes up. Tough angle shot. Left it short. Tyson Pryor grabs the offensive board. Tries to put it up again, and he's stripped as it's Sammy Detweiler with his third block.
Yeah, Detweiler does a nice job. You bring that ball down, he's already got his eyes focused on it, and he gets a hold of it clean.
Hiland looking to increase that lead. Detweiler goes off. Wigton steps into a three-point shot, and it's just off the left side. Looked good from our angle, but it didn't fall. Landon McPeak with his second rebound. He'll force it up. It goes into the hands of Tyson Pryor. He'll drive in wildly. A lot of contact and a charge as he barreled into two Hiland players. It was Wengert, but I think it might have been Detweiler who took the charge.
I think they called that on Tyson Pryor. Must have been an illegal screen underneath. Oh, Tyson was driving. I was writing down stats. I looked up. Riker Williams had the ball. I thought he got called for the charge.
Hey, this game is fast-paced, man. It's easy to be looking down and trying to write something in and miss out on that. But Pryor actually collided, like I said, with two Hawks when he went in on the left block. So there's Miller trying to get some space, drops it off. Detweiler in front of the Hiland bench. He's picked up by McComb. Goes off with the left. He'll drop it off. Beachy now from left to right. Hands it off. Drive. Miller, spin around. Shot will not. It will fall, as actually it was Wengert, which I thought that one was bouncing out, but he had the right English on it.
Yeah, it did a nice job. Went off the back of the rim, front of the rim, and then dropped back in. Hawks go up by 5.
If I'm not mistaken, this is the biggest Hiland lead now. 5 points, and Sam Carter loses his footing and drops it right into his own team's bench. Another Indian Valley turnover here early.
Yeah, as the ball came into Sam's hands, he kind of took his eyes off of where he was at. He lost the ball and tried to lunge forward to get it and never got a hold of it.
Pressure from the Braves. Miller brings it up on McPeak. McPeak has been on the right hip of Miller basically this entire game. Wenger goes out. Miller again. Miller drops off. Detweiler's got a lane. He'll go, drop it off. Wenger, he'll step back for a three-point shot. Was way long there. Couldn't catch anything. Tinian McComb grabs his first rebound, and he'll run the point. Now drop it off to Carter. Carter works with his left. Tries to drop it off to McPeak. Nearly took his eyes off of Wigton. Almost had it swatted away. Riker Williams drives. Baseline up and good. And Riker Williams fights right through the contact. Gets Indian Valley their first score of the second half.
Yeah, Williams not happy right there. He felt he got hit in the back of the head as he went up.
3-point game again. Detweiler across the line. Gives it to Wigton, who lost his handle. Now he'll drop it off. Detweiler cross court. Wenger. Jab steps right. Hands it off. Miller drives in. There's some contact on McPeak, and they're going to call the charge that time, as they're going to say Miller kind of extended that chicken wing.
Yeah, Miller definitely extended his arm right there, and that's what the Braves have been saying that all night long, and tonight, or that time he got it.
Down to the sideline with Joe Geckler, brought to you by TMK Valley Propane. And Joe, they say 2 out of 3 ain't bad. The Braves have gotten him twice on that out of 3 attempts.
Yeah, that was at the other end of the court on me. I didn't see it clearly, but referee Jose Davis said nope, charge. He was out of control, so he got him with the arm, like we talked about earlier.
Pryor, double team, lost the handle, off the glass, no good. Williams with the putback, and it falls. Riker Williams right now is on fire. About a foot away from the rim. You can't stop him.
Yeah, one thing Riker Williams does is whenever their shot goes up, he does get to the rim.
Drive. Miller goes back out to Wengard. He'll give it off to Wigton. The big man goes between the legs. Spins right around Riker Williams. And wow, was that a nice finish for Nick Wigton, who makes his 4th one from the floor. And we got a whistle here. As it looks like we got a foul called here.
Yeah, number 15. I thought they said number 15.
Thought he said 13, which would have been Wengard, as Alex Miller will sit. So maybe it was on Miller. That would be his 3rd, if I'm not mistaken. Indian Valley with the ball, trailing by 3, under 5 minutes to go here. McPeak across the timeline. He'll go off. Sundarup tries the backdoor to Riker, to Williams. There's nothing there. Now Williams is going to drive on the pass from McComb, and he lost the handle, but they're going to say a Hawk is the one who tipped it away from him.
Yeah, Jose Davis called that one pretty quick, so he must have had a clear evidence of it. None of the Hawks players argued with him, so they knew it went out on them, because players tend to argue.
They didn't argue, but they did point in their direction. McPeak's got to get it in quickly. He'll go up to Sundarup, who will high point the ball. Noah, rather tall, kind of helps out there. McComb hands off. Williams goes left. Now will go McPeak. Quick drive on the baseline, runs out of room. He'll go into the corner, and it's Sundarup who has to work it back out. He'll drive with his left. Goes in off left block, has to go back out. Tyson Pryor, rhythm, 3-point shot, rolls in and out. Rebound into the hands of Riker Williams, who just plucked it away. Goes out, Landon McPeak for 3, missed it. Tyson Pryor grabs the rebound, and he got fouled. That's probably not going to be on the shot. It will be on the floor, as he thought about putting it up again, but he wanted to secure the rebound instead.
Yeah, Connor Beachy got him from behind right there, grabbed his arm, went across the back of his head.
So it'll remain a 33-30 ball game. McPeak to inbound goes Pryor. Pryor in the lane, goes up against 3 Hawks, and it was rejected. I think that was Wengard who got his hand on it. Now here comes Hiland, looking to increase their lead again. Detweiler works on McComb, trying to back him down. Spins around, runs out of room. Tyson Pryor with the steal. Now here come the Braves. Pryor in the lane, drops it off to Sundarup, and what a pretty finish. Sundarup gets his first points of the ball game and the first assist for Pryor. It's back to a 1-point game.
Yeah, nice job by Pryor right there. He went down the court. They put all the attention to him. He took advantage of a wide-open Sundarup.
It's a Cush Financial Group timeout. Hiland leads 33-32. Big Z Sports is back in 30 seconds.
This is Carly Mills. At First Federal Community Bank, our mission is to empower the financial well-being of our community one person at a time. Through integrity and quality, we earn the trust of our customers and exceed their expectations. First Federal Community Bank, investing in our community since 1898. Serving your banking needs in Dover, New Philadelphia, Yorksville, Sugar Creek, Berlin, and Mount Hope. First Federal Community Bank, member FDIC.
Back into this presentation of high school basketball with Big Z Sports and Claxon Communications as well. Thanks to our presenting sponsors of Novellis, Altman Hospital, the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, and WM Commercial Roofing. We'll stop down with Joe Geckler here shortly after on the next whistle as he was in those timeouts there for the Braves and the Hawks. It was the Hawks who called that timeout. I don't think Coach Slayball was very happy with how things have been going there early, as it will be Wigton to inbound. We have a little bit of a delay here, I think maybe at the scorer's table for the time or the timeouts left. So now we'll go down to Joe, brought to you by TMK Valley Propane. Joe, Coach Slayball, not exactly pleased.
He was not pleased, preaching to his team to take care of the basketball, and you got to rebound coming off the glass. And Coach Miller said the same thing. We got to be aggressive. We got to push the tempo here. We got them on their heels a little bit. We want to push, push, push.
Thank you for that, Joe. Not really sure. That was kind of like an administrative timeout. I don't really know. Maybe they changed the timeouts left, possibly. I'm not sure. I didn't really see. Hirschberger has the ball, gives it off to Wigton. Wigton, nice find underneath as it was Hirschberger on the give and go. And Wigton gets his first assist while Hirschberger gets his first points.
Yeah, nice job right there. He got a clean backdoor cut, got away from McPeak, and was able to lay it in.
McPeak with the ball goes off to Pryor at the top. He wants a cutting Williams, but there was nothing there. Now McPeak's going to have a rhythm three-point shot, left it way short. Pryor tries to go for the save. He cannot do it. The ball goes out of bounds as McComb went off to McPeak there, Shannon, and it almost looked like he kind of changed his mind halfway through the shot.
Yeah, it looked like he tried to change his mind, and it got on the back of his wrist right there, and he just got to push through, and Tandy McComb's going to get called for the foul here.
84 feet from the other rim as he was locked up with Detweiler. They said they got him with a bit of a shove.
So the Braves are going to bring the press now.
35-32, 3:08 showing. Detweiler gets the ball in. Williams tries desperately not to foul him in front of the Indian Valley student section. Just some good moves from the freshman. Hirschberger drives, drops off Wigton. Wigton goes Detweiler. He's going to get a lane on the left. Up against Tyson Pryor. Nice drop off, but Jackson Murphy gets his hands on it. It finds its way into a Hawk's hand, and it is finished by Connor Beachy. That was one of those ones that's, hey, Mom, look what I found. Pryor drives with the right, with the left, and the finish in the lane, and Tyson Pryor looked like he just floated down Broadway.
Yeah, Tyson did a nice job right there. Got up kind of high right there, and I don't know if he thought about what he was going to do with the ball, but he almost left it short.
It is now Beachy who hands it off. Detweiler gets room. He'll drop it off to Hirschberger. Hirschberger had a lane. Instead, he'll go to Wigton, who steps into a three-point shot, and it is good. Logan Hirschberger with the assist, and Nick Wigton right now is feeling it.
Yeah, he did a nice job right there. He had Riker Williams in his face, but he still got up high enough and elevated the shot.
McPeak breaks through the pressure from Hiland. It's Williams. He'll drive, right block, spin shot in the lane. Tough angle, and Riker Williams again finishes through contact. It remains a 4-point Hiland lead. Under 2 minutes showing here in the third. Detweiler. He'll drive. Right past McComb, and it's good. And Sammy Detweiler again finishes.
Yeah, the Braves kind of helped him right there as they ran into each other a little bit, left him open. He's able to get to the hoop.
Split the difference on defense, and two Braves collided. It's a 6-point game. Hawks trying to wrap up the I.V.C. South and continue to roll. McPeak goes to Williams at the top. He'll drive with his right. Goes up. Shot in the lane's no good, but he got fouled, and I think that one might be going on Detweiler. He was the one who was locked up with him. No, instead it's Connor Beachy. My mistake. So back to the First Federal Community Bank free throw line. I think Shannon Beachy slid over and kind of got him with the shoulder potentially.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many fouls is on Beachy. I got 3 down, but I might be wrong without the scoreboard working.
We're not good at keeping track of that. Well, Beachy's going to sit, so that might tell you. As in, again, is C.J. Yoder for Hiland. It's a 5-point lead. Williams trying to trim it back to 4. Takes a deep breath, puts it up, and that was off front iron, but it gets the right roll. He's 4 for 5 from the charity stripe. 42-38 your score. Detweiler brings it up for Hiland.
That's Williams' 8th point of the quarter.
He'll go to Hirschberger. Him and Hirschberger have had a nice connection here after Hirschberger came in off the bench. Now some pressure from Indian Valley, and they're going to say Sam Carter got a little too handsy, and he grabbed a hold of Detweiler.
You know, and that's what I said earlier in the game. They let him put their hands all over him coming up and down the court, and they really didn't blow any whistles. And now everything's getting called.
And I just now noticed for Indian Valley now, Hiland now has 5 fouls. So any foul they get on Indian Valley, it's going automatically to the line. Indian Valley technically has 2 fouls to give. Looks like the Hawks are going to slow it down with this 4-point lead under a minute showing. Now I take that back. Now they're running an offense. Wigton right in front of the Hiland bench. She'll drive on Williams, who was not backing down. Yoder, he's locked up by Sundarup. Drop off to Detweiler. Jackson Murphy all over him. No real cutting lanes this possession down for the Hawks.
Yeah, and the Hawks are doing a good job right now with the ball.
And now Detweiler drives, and they're going to say Murphy kind of forearmed. Actually, they're going to say he hooked him on the shoulder. So there's the 4th team foul. Murphy to sit. McComb's back in. And I take that back. Murphy stays in, and it's Sundarup to sit as they're going to put McComb in. Maybe a little bit more speed to try to keep up with Detweiler.
Yeah, Tanya's one of those ones that he does real good playing man-to-man defense, but Detweiler's got a fast first step, so you got to stay in front of that first step. He's going to stand out there and hold the ball.
30-second showing, and you know Indian Valley's going to be content not to run up on him just solely for the fact, like you said, that first step. I mean, if you cannot anticipate where Detweiler's going, he is going to be past you in the blink of an eye. 42-38, Hiland leads the Braves. 10-second showing here in the third. Detweiler's going to go to work on McComb. He gets a screen from Wigton. They drop it off. Wigton, top of the key, picked up by Carter. Jumped a little early, and that one was left short by Wigton. Spin around, shot, will not fall as the offensive board went into the hands of Wingard, who almost hit it at the buzzer. Instead, we stay at 42-38. Stick around. Final quarter from Jadaden is on the way.
This is Carly Mills. At First Federal Community Bank, our mission is to empower the financial well-being of our community one person at a time. Through integrity and quality, we earn the trust of our customers and exceed their expectations. First Federal Community Bank, investing in our community since 1898. Serving your banking needs in Dover, New Philadelphia, Yorksville, Sugar Creek, Berlin, and Mount Hope. First Federal Community Bank, member FDIC.
Is your vehicle banged up? Do you want fast, professional service to get you back on the road? This is Garrett Jacobs with AutoWorks Collision Center. We service cars, trucks, SUVs, and even semi-trucks and RVs. Whether you need auto glass replacement, paintless dent repair, assistance with warranty and insurance, or just a free estimate, AutoWorks has you covered. We even offer alignments for your heavy-duty vehicles like buses, motorhomes, and semis with our state-of-the-art Hunter alignment system. Call 330-878-4223. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Let AutoWorks of Strasburg work for you.
Hawks currently have the 42-38 lead over the Braves of Indian Valley. As in between the quarters, we'll go down now to Joe Geckler on the sideline, brought to you by TMK Valley Propane. Joe, 8 minutes to determine it, and this has been everything we hoped it would be.
Absolutely. Coach Miller says, guys, we have 8 minutes. We have plenty of timeouts. We've got to hit the glass. It's vital that we get them 1 and out. Don't let them get on the offensive glass. They're going to look to do something here, maybe try to hit a 3. We got to be ready for that and play very aggressive and patient defense, though.
Thank you for that, Joe, as it is Hiland ball. Wigton has it, goes off. Detweiler, who's just been a machine tonight. He'll drive it to right on Sundarup. Go up in the lane. No good. Sundarup's going to tip it away. And now we're actually going to get a charge on the other end, as it was McComb who slid in front of Detweiler.
Yeah, nice job by McComb.
I didn't even see
there.
him down there.
Yeah, McComb slid in there. He was standing, and I think Detweiler was so wrapped up in Sundarup guarding him, he didn't see Tanya McComb standing there.
42-38, 7:40. Showing in the fourth. McPeak goes right side. McComb will get a screen from Pryor. Drops it off to Sundarup, who will set a screen for McComb. McPeak drives. He'll give it off. Riker Williams, rhythm three-point shot won't fall. Tyson Pryor locks up for it. He lost his footing and hits the deck. I think they're going to say it's a Hiland foul.
They're going to call him for a travel.
Oh, okay. I did not see the signal for the travel. Good eyes on that guy down there. It's now the inbound. Hiland ball. Hawks, again, just the lone blemish they've had in the I.V.C. They have been so dominant this year again. Landon McPeak tries to save it, and he will. It's a steal for him. He'll give it off. Riker Williams, dump off. McComb, pump fake, goes up, blocked from behind. Williams grabs it. He'll put it up. Too strong. Sundarup grabs it. Too strong again. Goes into the hands of Hiland. Here comes Miller, behind the back, poked away by Sundarup. McComb dives for it. Somehow it stays with the Hawks. And it's Detweiler who has it.
Coach Slayball over there got his hands out just yelling stop, but they won't stop.
just to slow things down. Coach Slayball still doing it. I.V.C drives, kicks out. Detweiler, rhythm three-point shot was long. Rebound, Tyson Pryor. And I don't know about you, Shannon, I've got him for 5. Or pardon me, I've got him for 10. Two fives together.
Yeah, I figured you had him for 10 because you said 5, and I got 5 on the bottom half.
I was going to say he had 5 in the first quarter.
Williams going to work, drives baseline, left block, back out. McComb. He'll go inside. Pryor. Defense all over him. Spin around in the lane, and Tyson Pryor goes between 2 defenders and cashes in. It's a 2-point ball game. Detweiler slowing it down. Coach Slayball calling out the offense for the Hawks. 6 minutes showing. And I'd say Janaton Hutton's getting loud. Yoder goes down underneath, and it's Sunderup who knocked it away from a cunning Wigton. Williams, hop step, up with the right, and it's good. Landon McPeak with the assist. Timeout on the court. It's a tie ball game. 5:46 showing. Braves versus the Hawks. Who's going to get enough into the edge to get the win? Stick around. Big Z Sports is back after this.
Live more comfortably this winter with the help of Unified Insulation Systems. Unified Insulation Systems is a full-service insulation and weatherization provider that can show you how to properly insulate your home or business. With good insulation from Unified Systems, you can prevent your gutters from freezing and get rid of your high-energy bills. Call Jeremiah Thomas today for your free quote at 330-773-7377 or visit unifiedinsulation.com. Call Unified Insulation Systems today, your most trusted name in insulation. Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the financial needs of local community members for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with the unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact the office at 330-308-8700 or visit cushfinancial.com to schedule your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independent Capital Company Incorporated, member FINRA, SIPC.
Back into Janaton Hutton, 42-42. We are deadlocked in the fourth quarter. Who is going to come out of this I.V.C. South clash with the victory? Thanks to WM Commercial Roofing, Altman Hospital, the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, and Novellus for tonight's coverage. Of course, we're joining you from the PAC Drilling Mobile Studio. It does not get much better than this. Miller back into the game. Goes off to Wigton. Riker Williams jumps the pass and will give the Braves the lead on a fast break.
It's just what the Braves needed right there. The freshman anticipated the pass, picked it clean, laid it off the glass.
Braves student section is rocking. Hiland back on offense. Drive with the left. Yoder spins around. Pass Pryor, lost the handle. He's on the left block, recovered it. He'll go off to Wigton. Wigton. Now to I.V.C, who's back in the game. Rhythm three-point shot for Alex Miller. In and out. Rebound for McPeak, his third.
Yeah, nice job by McPeak. Got in there at the right spot.
Williams wildly down the lane. That one wasn't going to fall. I.V.C grabs the rebound. Here comes Hiland looking to tie it up or take the lead again. Yoder drops off. Detweiler double team to go on Sunderup. Now McComb's on him. He will drop it out of there. I.V.C left side. Wigton, three-point shot is good, and Nick Wigton gives Hiland the lead again. Pryor, left side, too strong. Riker Williams, offensive board again. Gives it out. Sunderup left the three-point shot short. Tyson Pryor, another offensive rebound, and he got fouled. Referee right on top of it, as it'll be on the floor. Couldn't see who the foul was on.
13, Sam Winger.
Braves to inbound on their own end from the baseline. It'll be McComb. What more can both these teams give? Inbound play to Pryor, and it's good. Tyson Pryor finishes off the beautiful feed from Tanya McComb, who caught Hiland sleeping.
Yeah, nice job by Pryor. He took a step. They thought he was going to throw it out deep to him. Little fake. He came back in, bounce pass into him. Nice clean lay off the glass.
4 minutes showing. Drive with the left. Wigton in the corner. Williams on him. Goes into the hands of I.V.C. Nearly couldn't handle it. He'll drive on Sunderup with the left. Drop off. Wigton wide open in the corner again. Riker Williams got drawn in. And Nick Wigton, 3 shots made from the perimeter tonight.
Yeah, and that's what they're doing. They're clearing out the floor, putting Wigton over there by themselves. They're pulling his man off of him, dishing it out to him. You can't leave him.
2-point lead for the Hawks. Tyson Pryor, tough angle shot. Pryor goes right through the defense. And we're tied again.
All muscle right there by Tyson Pryor. They got in on his body. He fought through it, laid it off the glass.
3.5 minutes showing in the fourth, and we are still where we started this game, all tied up. Riker Williams with another steal. He cuts down the right lane. Scoop shot, too strong. Sunderup with the board, knocked out of his hands, and it'll stay with the Braves. Williams hit the deck hard as he will get back up. Williams now with 2 steals. Sunderup, that was his first rebound, and it was a biggie.
Guys, Travis talks about weight room runs in football. That was a weight room layup there from Tyson Pryor just a moment ago. All muscle, all strength.
Absolutely. Thank you, Joe Geckler. As there's an inbound play to Tyson Pryor. Bunny is going to not fall. Landon McPeak out jump 2 Hiland Hawks. He got the rebound. Goes to Williams, who is bumped. And the foul's going to get called on, I think it's I.V.C. That would be his 4th.
Yeah, I got I.V.C. down for 4.
And now we've got I think both coaches going back and forth a little bit here. And referees telling them both to take a deep breath. That's interesting, Shannon. I haven't seen that in a while. So now it will be an inbound for the Braves as looks like Coach Miller wants a timeout. Actually, both officials are talking here. I don't know if there's what they're talking about. And actually, they're talking with I.V.C. I think there's a confusion if that was his 4th or 5th foul, Shannon.
Yeah, they're talking about it right now. The 2 scorekeepers over there would have it.
I've got him for 4. You've got him for 4. So we'll have to see. And Jose Davis shaking his head while he's talking to Coach Schleybaugh, I guess with some explanation. So I.V.C's still in the game. No, now he's going to sit. And coming in for him is Logan Hirschberger. We have no idea of knowing if whether or not that was Beachy's 5th. It is 4th.
It is 4th. I confirmed it with the official.
Is that what they were talking about, though, Joe?
Yes.
All right, good call on that. 3 minutes showing here in the 4th. Still some confusion. It's 48-48. McPeak to inbound. Looking. Nobody's there. He'll go to Williams underneath, who forces his way in, cashes in, and the Braves lead again. How in the world is the freshman muscle up like that?
A lot of time in the weight room. That's why the coaches preach, get in the weight room.
Hiland ball, Detweiler in front of his own bench. He'll try to back down McComb. Right block, scoop shot, and it's good. Sammy Detweiler just too quick on that first step. We're tied again. Unbelievable. The Hawks guard, slash forward, he's a big kid, is just unbelievable on the offensive end.
Yeah, he's got a nice first step, and if you get behind him on that first step, you got to let him go and hope somebody picks him up and helps you. Nobody was there to help him.
Ball makes its way to Williams' hand. He is picked up by Hirschberger. Williams lost his footing. Alertly throws it out. McPeak, floater in the lane, no good. Offensive rebound. 3 different Braves had a chance. I think they might have knocked it into the hands of Wigton. Here comes Hiland. It's a tie ball game. 2-minute warning. Detweiler steps into a 3. It won't fall. Landon McPeak with the board. And now Coach Miller slowing things down for the Braves.
Yeah, that was a big three-pointer to take right there. You kind of want to go with a high percentage shot. He thought he had it. Braves got the rebound.
McPeak goes to McComb. Coach Miller giving him instructions. They're spreading things out. Williams drives with the left. He'll pick up his dribble. And now Coach Miller wants a timeout as there was some confusion. Minute 34 showing here in the 4th. 50-50. Big Z Sports is back to the PAC Drilling Mobile Studio in 30 seconds.
Do you hunt, fish, sew, or have a hobby that you would like to share with someone? Hi, this is Noah Sugg with Big Brothers Big Sisters, and we are faced with our biggest commitment in matching 56 littles with bigs. We will match a little with you that shares the same interests and enjoys the same things, so you can do what you enjoy and change the life of a little at the same time. To learn more, we ask you call 339-6916 or visit bigs4kids.com/volunteer. Thank you.
Welcome back in to the PAC Drilling Mobile Studio. 50-50. Braves and Hawks. Right hook after left jab, after counter punch, after uppercut. Shannon, what else can this game provide?
I don't know, but it's been so intense that I hope they leave me a bottle of chocolate milk over there in the locker room, because I'm going to have to refuel my body after this one.
After all the athletes will get to recharge thanks to the Tuscarawas County Dairy Farmers and Buellers with some ice cold chocolate milk. Down to Joe Geckler, brought to you by TMK Valley Propane. And Joe, you know, I think you were in that Indian Valley timeout there. Coach Miller was probably not happy with how the offense was setting up, as I think Joe, actually, never mind talking to the official down there.
Sorry,
You're good. You're good, my man. So now here comes Indian Valley on offense. It's Sundarup who has it just inside the three-point line. Goes to Pryor. He'll jab step. He's double-teamed on that drive. Makes some room. Scoop shot with the left. And Tyson Pryor with another weight room finish.
Yeah, nice job by Pryor right there. I don't know how he got it to go, but he did that little jump step, and he just reached out there and laid it off the glass.
52-50. Braves lead the Hawks. Coach Slaybaugh now wants a timeout. We'll keep it right here as we'll now go down to Joe Geckler, who's in that previous timeout. Joe, for Indian Valley, Coach Miller was not happy with something on the way the offense was running, but I'm going to assume he'll be happy with that look from Pryor, who just muscled through again.
Yeah, he wanted his team to stay aggressive and stay physical with these guys. He feels that Hiland is a lot more tired than they are. He wants to push the issue and get physical with them underneath. He feels the officials are letting them play a little bit. He says, get physical, use your strength, and get to the bucket.
Absolutely. Thank you for that, Joe. And our sideline trips brought to you by TMK Valley Propane. Shannon, you and I were just talking. Right now, Tyson Pryor, by my count, he's got a lot of made shots tonight. He's got 14 points. He's got 12 rebounds.
Yeah, I mean, outstanding game. And that's what I said in pregame. You need your seniors right now to step up and lead. For the longest time in this game, it was the freshman, Riker Williams. Just like every week in and week out, Tyson Pryor says, I'm going to help you tonight, and this is what we're going to do. And Tyson has showed up, and he's played through a lot of contact because they're coming at him.
The amazing thing, too, for Pryor, we had said it in some earlier games. I mean, we know he's got a nice shot. Like, he's got a good jump shot, but it's been all business underneath for him tonight, right by the rim.
Yeah, and that's one thing that, you know, Tyson can hit a shot from anywhere. He's got a real nice form, but when he goes to the hole and he has his confidence, he's hard to get stopped.
Now on the other side of things for Hiland, Nick Wigton has had the hot hand all night, as well as Sammy Detweiler. It's got to be one of them, I'd imagine, with a minute going here. Who's going to have the ball in their hands? It's Detweiler on the left, picked up by Sundarup. Hiland works it back out. Alex Miller back in the game. Now they'll go to Wigton. Sundarup has rotated onto him. He'll actually tip that ball, but Miller, it will make it to him. He's picked up by Pryor. Drops off. It's Beachy now. Indian Valley trying to let no lanes open. Wigton off of his knees. Sundarup grabs it. He'll go back out, and he is leveled from behind as Noah Sundarup took that shot from behind by Sam Wengard. And both the officials talking here. Sundarup there grabs the back of his head, as I don't know if Wengard might have just lost his footing there, Shannon.
Yeah, well, the officials are going to talk, because if you don't make a play at the ball, they can call that an intentional foul. But I think it was more along the lines that
I think it was the intensity of just trying to run it down.
And Noah kind of went that way as he went for the steal.
It'll be another timeout. We'll keep it right here. 36.2 seconds showing here. And, of course, our timeouts brought to you by the Cush Financial Group. Coach Slaybaugh still not happy about something down there with the officials. And, Shannon, I'm running out of breath, man. This is insane how this game has gone.
Well, I think the Hawks were trying to kill some time right there. They were either going to play for the tie, or they were going to try to get Beachy open, Nick Wigton open for a three-pointer to go for the win. But at the end of the day, the Braves played a good defensive play. 52-50 is your score from the PAC Drilling Mobile Studio.
Again, cannot thank our sponsors for the winter season enough in WM Commercial Roofing, the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, Novelis, and Altman Hospital. Of course, following the game, we'll get to your Dumont Sporting Goods post-game show, hand out our McInturf Realty Player of the Game, which might be impossible to hand out in this game. And, of course, all players will recharge with that ice-cold chocolate milk, thanks to the Tuscarawas County Dairy Farmers and Bueller's. 52-50, Indian Valley leads. It's their ball, 36-second showing. Riker Williams grabs it on the inbound, and he high-pointed that ball right over top of Logan Hirschberger, much to the adornment of the Indian Valley student section.
And that's 5 fouls. So Riker Williams is going to go to the line to shoot 2.
This could be huge right here. Also of note, Hiland's got the 5 fouls. Indian Valley, 0, which is huge. They got plenty of fouls to give.
Riker looked like a linebacker picking a ball off over the middle from a tight end, and like you said, he went up and high-pointed the football. And guys, they always talk about dual sport athletes, and that's you get skills from every sport you play. That was a football reception right there on the basketball court.
You know what the terrifying thing is, too?
He's a freshman.
And he's a defensive end and showed those hands.
Yeah, and probably, yeah, oh yeah.
First one from the First Federal Community Bank free throw line is long, and it won't get the roll. So now the next one is big for Indian Valley. And Sam Carter's back on the court. Noah Sundarup will sit. Nick Wigton's back in the game for Hiland, and I think it was Hirschberger who sat. This is the big one, 36.2 seconds showing. Indian Valley leads by 2. Williams puts it up, spins it, and it's good. He's got 5 makes from the free throw line.
Well, if you're Indian Valley, you got fouls to give. You can let them burn some time, foul them. Let them burn some time, foul them.
Which is what McPeak is doing. He's locking up on Miller. 24 seconds showing. Detweiler's going to go down Broadway and take it back. It was Beachy who scores. Connor Beachy got the lane, and he makes it a 1-point game again. 20 seconds now showing.
Yeah, nice job right there by the Braves. He got to the hoop. Don't try to defend him. Don't send him to the line. Like, right thing, just nice play. I'm running out of breath. I'm running out of thoughts. Like, exciting game.
You and I both are not going to have a voice tomorrow morning. 53-52, Indian Valley leads over Hiland. Now with 20.2 seconds showing here. Hiland's going to turn up the intensity regardless, just because that's what they do all the time on defense. But with those 5 fouls, they're going to have to watch. The Braves also cannot assume that a foul's going to get called too at this point, Shannon.
Yeah, they're going to foul him, so you got to get the ball. In my opinion, you got to get the ball into Landon McPeak's hands. Landon McPeak is probably the best free throw shooter on this team. He hits clutch free throws all the time. So get the ball into his hand, let them foul him. You know, Riker and those guys' legs are getting tired, and they push with their arms a little too much. But, my money is on Landon McPeak if you're going to send somebody to the line. All 5 Braves standing out here on the baseline now.
Oh, they're running this again. We've seen them do this before. 85% for McPeak from the free throw line. McComb, inbound, Williams, double team. He'll dribble through it, drops it off. McPeak goes back to Williams. Got to get it across center line, and they will. Williams now has the ball. He's double teamed. Tie up, and we're going to get a foul. They were hoping for the jump ball, but I think they got Williams on the arm. It was Hirschberger.
And there's the thing. They made sure that they stayed wherever Landon McPeak was. They got it into his hands once, but the Braves were trying to get the ball across 10-second line, so you had to go. Hiland tried to force a turnover behind the half-court line. That didn't work. When they come across the half-court line, Williams is the one that had it. That's who they fouled.
Williams is a 76% free throw shooter for the year. Trying to keep Indian Valley ahead. He rolls the first one in and out, and that's a big miss. Sundarup sits. Carter back in. McPeak, I thought was also going to sit. I take it back. They just switched where they were. Nick Wigton back in the game for some rebounding. This is another big one for Williams. 10.7 seconds showing. Steps into it, spins it, and it's good. And it will give Indian Valley a 2-point lead. 9 seconds. And Indian Valley wisely is just going to foul.
Yeah.
They still got the 5 fouls total. Well, now 4.
Now 4, 8.3 seconds. Burn almost over a little second and a half right there. He's going to bring everybody up, but you got to watch you don't let somebody run deep.
Also, somebody run deep, and then you're thinking about fouling, and you try to hoist a shot and give them a potentially 3 at the line. There is another Cush Financial Group timeout, and we'll go ahead and take it with them. Big Z Sports will be back in 30 seconds.
The certified public accountants at Niedenthal & Company believe in the value of relationships. Niedenthal & Company has been in business for over 50 years in your community, helping individuals and businesses grow. Niedenthal & Company can help manage and prepare your payroll, plan your estate, and prepare your business and personal income taxes. Stop into the Niedenthal facility on North Worcester Avenue in Dover and become a valued client today.
In this gymnasium, boy is it thick. 54-52, Indian Valley leads Hiland, 8.3 seconds. Shawn will set the scene again for you. It is Hiland ball, but Indian Valley has those 4 fouls to give. And like Shannon said, that killed some clock. They might just keep doing this.
Yeah, and just give you a little bit of advice, Nick. 8.2 seconds. You might have to get ready to stand up because if all these fans stand up, we're going to miss it.
Guys, you know how we said this is going to be a heck of a basketball game? Jose Davis just said, this is everything I expected it to be.
Well, Jose knows some basketball. There's a foul. Landon McPeak wraps up Alex Miller.
Takes it down to 6.4.
That took 2 seconds off the clock. You still got, if you're Indian Valley, 3 fouls to give. And you see, Hiland is going to work the ball farther down the court with each foul. Coach Miller's telling him to back off just a little bit. There's the inbounds. Detweiler. McComb grabs him as he crosses center line. And that's actually big to get across the center line, of course. 3.7 showing. Now 2 fouls to give before the free throws kick in. So now with 3.7, what are you thinking of doing here?
Well, the first thing you do is you make sure you know where Nick Wickton is at all times. The ball's going to go to him. He's going to try to get off a 3.
It's going to be a 60-second Cush Financial Group timeout here. Joe's going to hop in, and we'll see what both of these coaches had to say. I just want to set the scene, too. You know, this game started off, Shannon. We knew it was going to be tight. We knew it was going to be close, but it seemed like both defenses maybe weren't going to be the difference makers as it wound down, but it's kind of been what the case has been here. There's been some huge defensive plays for the Braves that have given them this slim lead, and the Hawks, on the other hand, it's the huge defensive plays that have kept them in it.
Yeah, I mean, both teams playing outstanding defense in these games. I'm going to tell you what, I got to give a shout-out to those 3 officials standing down there at midcourt. They've called this game consistent all night long. They've
kept everybody calm, too.
They've kept everybody calm. They didn't let things get out of hand. And the fouls that they called were legit fouls. Nothing was ticky-tack.
Down to the sideline with Joe Geckler quickly. What did Coach Miller have to say?
Coach says, hey, let's keep doing what we're doing. We got 3.7 here to get the win, and don't turn the ball over if you get it.
Fair enough. Our trips to the sideline brought to you by TMK Valley Propane, and the chess match continues as Coach Mark Schleybaugh now wants a timeout as well.
No, actually, Coach Miller's seen that after he's seen the formation that Hiland was in.
I thought he pointed to – I'm sorry, I looked the wrong way.
He called a timeout, and they walked right out and gave Coach Schleybaugh his clipboard and said, well, Coach, they seen it. Now draw something else up.
Now we need something new, which I think Coach Schleybaugh has been around this long enough that he's got a few plays up his sleeve that I'm sure they've run a lot. But this kind of goes back to what Joe said in the pregame. Both Coach Miller and Coach Schleybaugh, they had some battles when one was at TCC and one was at Hiland. Obviously, we're seeing another classic between these two.
Congratulations to the Malvern Hornets. They have wrapped up the I.V.C. North Championship.
Another big win tonight.
Yeah, Adam just sent a text up here to me to let me know. So congratulations to the Hornets.
Absolutely. They're going to have a great tournament run on the horizon. Speaking of tournament runs, both of these teams are going to be a monster in the tournament as well. But who is going to win here from Janayton? Inbound play upcoming. Hiland ball, 3.7 seconds. They trail by 2. Wigton, cross court. Ball makes it to Detweiler. 3's on the way, and it's no good.
And there's a foul.
But a foul is called. Sammy Detweiler hit the deck, and they're going to say somebody hit him on the shot. Unbelievable. No time is showing on the clock, but the officials are going to have to get together now and converse on when that foul occurred if there was any time left.
Yeah, they're looking at the clock like This is huge. This is a huge call.
Unless they're saying that wasn't on the shot, Shannon.
Guys, they're talking about they think the shooter may have kicked his leg out to draw the foul.
Oh, my goodness.
That's what they're talking about down here. Obviously no replay in high school basketball, but that's what these guys are talking about.
Oh, my goodness. This is monumental. If the call stands, Hiland's going to the line for 3. And 3 shots are on the way from Sammy Detweiler. The Braves fans letting the officials hear it. As now, Hiland has the chance to win this game at the charity stripe for the First Federal Community Bank free throw line. Coach Miller's out there pleading his case, saying Detweiler might have kicked his leg out. It shows 9 seconds on the clock. We know that's not right. There was an inbound with 3.7 showing. Now it's 0.9. That makes sense. So now, we're going to step to the line. Detweiler, some of the biggest free throws I'm sure he's had in quite a long time. The senior, such an efficient scorer. It's loud in Braves country. Detweiler is perfect on the first. That makes it a 1-point game. His next attempt, perfect as well. Tie ball game, timeout Indian Valley. Detweiler's got a chance for one more at the line. Oh my goodness gracious, guys. Never in a million years would I have thought this one comes down to this.
Yeah, it was interesting that the officials meeting at half court, because you kind of wonder what was said in the huddle, and I seen the referee that was the closest to the play. He kind of patted himself on the chest, and I think he said that's my call. So that's what he went with. So you'll have to go back and watch the replay on our YouTube channel from where we were sitting. I was watching the ball in the rim. I didn't see what happened over there.
As was I. I missed it. Joe was actually the first to see the call, of course, as I just looked up and saw Detweiler hit the deck.
And these two officials are still talking about it, and he keeps picking his leg up. So I'm curious the conversation between the officials.
So now 54, pardon me. 0.9 seconds showing. At the foul line is Sammy Detweiler, the senior for Hiland. Can he deliver another memorable moment for the Hawks as they look to secure the I.V.C. South? If Detweiler misses, this game's likely going to overtime, but he's been perfect all night, 5 for 5. His next one is good. Now Indian Valley with no timeouts left have to inbound it down the court and a tip in. And there's going to be a foul. Connor Beachy runs into Riker Williams, and Landon McPeak's going to go to the line.
It's a player control foul. I don't think they get free throws for that.
5 fouls, Joe.
Even on player control fouls?
As to my knowledge, yes. And it actually will be Riker Williams, my apologies, who will be at the line. Oh my goodness. Now we're going to have a conversation. Joe, you might have a point, actually. I think that might be the conversation. Let's see as Coach Miller's talking with his team now. And we are going to go to the line.
Unbelievable play right there.
Williams, first one, is good. Oh my boy, my goodness. It's a tie ball game, still 0.9 seconds showing, and Williams can somehow put Indian Valley back up on top.
And these big free throws for Williams, because earlier he could have put them further ahead and he missed a couple. I'm not even keeping stats now.
Williams readies. His next one is good. Inbound from Hiland. No time on the clock. The Braves win it.
Unbelievable. The Braves get the free throws off of the foul, and everybody's wanting to foul down here, but Detweiler kind of just spun around and throwed his body into Sunderup, and it didn't work that way.
Unbelievable how this one ended. 56-55 as the Hiland Hawks got the lead late with Sammy Detweiler fouled on a potential game-winning 3. He makes all 3 shots. Then on the next inbound play, it's Riker Williams who takes a charge on the baseline, goes to the line with the 5-team fouls already to Hiland, nails them both, and secures a win and potentially a chance at a share of the I.V.C. South crown.
You know, and when he laid these schedules out, we knew this would be a game, and Big Z Sports delivered, and these 2 schools delivered an outstanding game tonight. What a performance by both of these teams, and it lived up to all the hype. This gym was completely full on both sides, and an outstanding game by both clubs.
As it looks like Joe Geckler has head coach Tyrone Miller with the Braves down there.
Whew. Are you kidding me, Coach? You got 3 foul shots down here by Hiland on a 3 that they missed. Sammy Detweiler knocks in all 3. You're down 1. Riker Williams, a freshman, draws a foul and makes both free throws. Coach, I know you're probably about ready to sit down in this court and say, what the heck just happened? Yeah. But run us through that sequence.
You know, we were wanting to make sure we didn't give up a 3 down here. They ran a great set. They ran a set that actually we have in our playbook to get the look. We thought it was a terrible call, honestly. I mean, we thought Sammy kind of stuck his leg out and drew the contact on the 3. And, you know, they're shooting 3. And we always tell our guys when things aren't going well, quit feeling sorry for yourselves and make something happen. And, I mean, personally, I was feeling a little bit sorry for myself and upset about the previous call. And then we had worked on that situation before in practice where instead of throwing up a prayer, we draw a foul. And the light bulb just kind of came on in my mind that we're in that situation and we need to run that play. And, you know, guys did a great job executing it. Credit to the officials for not making 2 bad calls in a row and, you know, making up for the first one and putting us at the line there. And obviously credit to Riker for knocking down both there at the end.
Coach, obviously Riker with a great second half. Tyson Pryor was a man amongst boys underneath, rebounding the basketball tonight. Talk about those 2 guys. I know it's a team game, but those 2 guys really helped your team get over the top tonight.
Yeah, they're dudes. I mean, that's what we like to say, like, go be a dude. They play so hard all the time. I'm just so proud of those guys. You know, Tyson had some really good games and had some games where he kind of fades into the dark. And tonight he didn't do that. He showed up in a big way, and so did Riker Williams. You know, those are 2. They better be 2 first-team all I.V.C. players this year because those guys are dudes.
I'll ask you this, and I'll leave you with this. We talked in the pregame. Was that 4 quarters of basketball?
That was as close as we've been all year. So we're just really resilient. Did a great job making big plays down the stretch. I know we had some big steals and some big stops, big boards, and obviously a couple big free throws there. So super proud of our guys tonight.
Coach, congratulations, and go celebrate with the boys.
All right, thank you, Joe.
Guys, also down here with our McInturf Realty players of the game, we have a senior and a freshman, and I'll start with the senior. He gets the seniority, so to speak. But Tyson, you were a man amongst boys on the offensive glass and the defensive glass tonight. There was a point in time when I thought, man, that's the football Tyson Pryor out here on the basketball court. Talk about your team's performance tonight, and wow, what a game.
They played great. I mean, we came ready to play. We've been looking forward to it all, well, since they beat us. So we've had it circled for sure.
And I'll come to you, Riker. Okay, run us through that last play down here. Coach was telling us, is like, hey, let's try to draw this foul here. And obviously it was a set play that you guys called, but run us through your mindset and getting the foul called. And for one, being a 15-year-old freshman hitting 2 free throws to win the game. Run us through that.
Well, I was thinking, once he made that foul shot, I was like, they're not going to come up and guard Landon, but they ended up doing it. And he made a mistake, and we took full advantage of it. And I love playing in big-time moments and big games. It's my thing. And I just went up to the line, had confidence, even though I missed 2 earlier, and I drained them.
How hard was it to go up and know, I got to hit both of these to win, at least one to tie to send it to overtime? But what was your mindset? Were you saying, hey, let me get one, and hopefully the second one goes in, or were you determined to get both?
No, it was drill the first one, drill the second one. As soon as I felt the first one going, I was like, I knew the second one was going in. We're winning this game.
Tyson, I'll come back to you, man. Obviously getting the revenge win. You guys now have a share of the I.V.C. South title with Hiland, and you got that revenge from the game out there earlier in Berlin. What does this win mean to you as a senior as you go out and, I.V.C. South champs?
It means everything. I mean, it's nice to finally get one.
Congratulations on the big win, man.
Thank you.
guys.
Hey, Joe, before we wrap up with them, is Tyson aware of how many rebounds he had, and is Riker aware of how many points he had? Unbelievable nights for both of them.
We'll get I'll let him know, but yeah, that was a heck of a game by a 15-year-old and an 18-year-old played their butts off.
Well, I'll go ahead and spoil it for you, Joe. For Tyson Pryor, 14 points, 12 rebounds, also had the block and the steal. Riker Williams, a freshman, after nailing 8 shots from the charity stripe and also knocking down 9 shots from the floor, 26 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. Our Mac and Turf Realty players of the game in Riker Williams and Tyson Pryor. The Indian Valley Braves pull off the 56-55 victory over the Hiland Hawks in about as dramatic a fashion as you could ever ask for. Shannon Thomas, you think it lived up to the billing?
I'll tell you what, it came up just a little bit short in my book. What an outstanding performance. You know, you got to go back and talk about Sammy Detweiler and Nick Wickton.
I'm happy you mentioned that because I have their numbers.
They both had outstanding games for the Hawks.
They absolutely did because they both matched each other. Both had 17 points. For Detweiler, he also had 3 blocks. He was a menace on the defensive side of things. And Wigton buried 3 shots from deep. Another one of the leading scorers for those Hawks was Alex Miller, as he had 7 points, 4 steals as well. Great all-around game for him in an absolutely incredible performance. As that will pretty much wrap up today's presentation of high school basketball. I'm looking around, it's just a sea of people down there on the court. I was trying to see if Joe Geckler could hear me or could see me. We were going to try to get his final thoughts on the game as well.
Yeah, I got you right here.
There you are. Wherever you are. There you are, Joe.
I kind of blend in. Unbelievable game. And, you know, you wouldn't expect anything less from these two teams battling out. They both wanted that I.V.C. championship, and Indian Valley made the plays at the end to make that happen, especially after that 3 down here by Detweiler was missed. He hit all 3 free throws, and for the moxie and of the freshman to draw that foul and then to walk 90 feet and hit those free throws. What an unbelievable game. We've seen it from Riker in the football field. We've seen it here on the basketball court, and, man, what a spectacular game by both of these teams. Can't take anything away from Hiland at all. They battle back here at the end, and obviously Indian Valley just did that much more to get the win.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much for your efforts down there on the sideline. And thank you for those insights, too, on the Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show, getting both of our Mac and Turf Realty players of the game. Both of them, Tyson Pryor, Riker Williams, the post players for the Braves, a senior and a freshman, power this team to a 56-55 win, and the Braves still alive for an I.V.C. South crown.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what more I can say, man. This was such a big game. The Indian Valley Braves haven't even left the court yet, which this is their last home game. They still got to keep shooting for the Braves ball because you have to give that prize away by the end of the year. And it was won once earlier this year, and now they got to finish it. And now Tyson Pryor's dad, Mike Pryor here, he hit last year for like $2,000, and he's up again tonight.
I was going to say, Mike, why not cap off the night in perfect fashion? He does miss. But we're going to have to wrap up now from the PAC Drilling Mobile Studio. Final score one more time, 56-55. Braves down the Hawks in Genayton. For Shannon Thomas and Joe Geckler, as well as Mary Alice back in the PAC Drilling Studio and Claxon Communications, I am Nick McWilliams. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll be back at a high school gymnasium near you soon.
Thanks for watching this Claxon Communications production of High School Sports on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. For the latest news and scores, follow Big Z Sports on Facebook, on Twitter at @Big_Z Sports, and on Instagram. Don't miss any of the live stream coverage all season long by simply subscribing for free to Big Z Sports on our YouTube channel. For the best in high school sports coverage, there is only one Big Z Sports.